Hi everyone! If you're new to my channel, my name is Kimberly. I make daily vlogs and also I make lifestyle videos, all sorts of things from what I eat in a day to tours, reviews, openings, hauls, all that really fun stuff. So if you like those kind of videos, make sure to hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I will post content every day. I decided to make this video because throughout my vlogs I've been mentioning and giving little mini updates on our therapy and counseling. As you can see from the title above, that is what this is about. But I've been promising to make a sit down to just really give a little feedback on my experience as, an engaged woman about to become a wife, and how it was going through an 8-session sort of like targeted family therapy process. So here it is. I'm just gonna sit down and give you guys my personal opinions on it, and hopefully this can help anyone if you're considering this for your relationship, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of what I thought the kind of pros and cons were. So basically, like, we've been engaged for a couple, like 2.5 years, and every couple has their issues, right? And I don't ever try to come across in my vlog like I have a perfect life. I try to be very real because I connect with people on YouTube when they're real. So I really try to make sure that I share the good and the bad on my channel. And I'm gonna be honest, right? Like, we've had our problems, but they're not I don't want to sound like I'm over exaggerating or also minimalizing at the same time, but basically, like, I know that it could be a lot worse. Like, our problems to some people probably would seem like nothing, just as it can be that way for anyone, right? Like, they always say, like, you should be grateful because once you live your life in another person's shoes, you're gonna wish you were back in your own shoes, right? So basically, like, the thing is like, we don't fight that often or argue that often, but when we would, it would basically be kind of like the same argument over and over again. And like, I'm taking this marriage commitment very seriously, as my partner Jasper is too, and like, we both we're just like aware that we don't really want to be having the same argument for the rest of our lives, and we're making this commitment to marry each other, which we're taking to be for the rest of our lives. So like, we kind of want to work on this, right? And obviously, like, the solutions that we were coming up with weren't working. And the thing is when we would have an argument, we were very fast to come up with a solution for it. It just seems that, like, eventually we would have the same argument again, right? So obviously, like, there's an underlying issue that we weren't resolving. So that is why we went into counseling. And the program we went into is actually a family therapy program targeted for people with young children, and our son is turning 2 in November, so we were a perfect fit for that. And it was free, so we didn't have to pay, which is amazing. I know that some people aren't fortunate enough to have that and could really benefit from like a couples counseling experience, but it's really, really expensive. So I just encourage you to like reach out in your community if you think that you might need this, and see what resources are available to you, because that's what we did. And then lo and behold, there was something for free for us, right? So basically, when we went there, like, right off the bat, the woman taking us in was just like, you guys are so far ahead of the game. Like, you're not that bad. Like, really, your issues are small, but they understood why we were there, and she wanted to help us. So she agreed that, like, we're gonna have a 8-session contract. Like, that's what we signed up for, and that at the end, if we still felt like we're having like too many problems, like really needing more help, there was a different program she could refer us to. But she really thought we wouldn't need much more than that, and 8 sessions timed out perfectly to be right until like now, when our wedding is so soon. So that worked out really well for us, because we were kind of going as a premarital thing, like preparing to be married, how to work on these issues and have tools to deal with arguments and just stay proactive, and being really focusing on our son. Like, number one being the most important thing ever is to be good parents to our son, right? So yeah, basically the pros of doing it were that we got to hear a third person's understanding of what we're saying. So like, if I say something, maybe Jasper is perceiving what I'm saying completely differently than what I want him to, right? Or how I'm perceiving what I'm saying myself, like, he's not perceiving it the same. So having a third person give like a sort of mutual, unbiased opinion and understanding, and just how it could be perceived by someone else was really helpful. And also to she went through a lot of our growing up and some issues that happened in our upbringing, and how that formed us into the like person that we are today, and how that underlies our behavior. So like she could tell Jasper, like, Kim may do this behavior, but this is what's really going on for her. It's actually some underlying issues from her childhood. And she could tell me vice versa, same thing for Jasper. So then we could understand, like, okay, this is what's on the surface, but actually what's really going on is something else. So maybe not take it so seriously, and maybe try to be more like empathetic and understanding, and like, or even just like talk to them honestly about what they think is really going on. And like that was really, really helpful. And then like the number one pro that I want to definitely say is like she helped us with our parenting so much, because she knew so much about development and how much like she knew exactly what Odin's going through, like down to the exact month he's developing right now. So she would like help us understanding like what exactly goes on in a baby's temper tantrum, and like how to resolve it, and like just knowing the different scales of temper tantrums, and realizing that he actually doesn't even really have temper tantrums. He might just have a little bit of a temper at sometimes. So that was really, really helpful. And like the biggest accomplishment in terms of parenting that we did while we were in therapy was that Odin had developed an addiction to the iPad, and it wasn't something we ever like sat down and had a discussion about, and we just kind of like didn't think he would know how to use it. And then we saw that he did, and then like it just became like, before we knew it, he was addicted to the iPad and knew how to do everything on it. And so we wanted to kind of take that away from him, because we think he's way too young. And so she helped us with that, and we were able to really successfully get him like off of his iPad addiction, and he doesn't even like ask for it or anything. So I'm so grateful for that. And cons to it, like honestly, I just like I say I'm gonna say the pros and cons, but I do not think there is a single con. Like, there's nothing negative about this experience. This did absolutely nothing but benefit our relationship and our family. And I really honestly think, like, anyone could benefit from family therapy or couples counseling. Like, even if you don't think you have any issues, just having like communication help and a third party that's unbiased and mutual is so beneficial. And I don't believe any couples out there that are gonna tell you they never argue. Like I call BS right there. So I think anybody can benefit from it. Like it just helps you to be on the same page, and like that's one of the biggest goals we accomplished, is like we're on the same page, we're working together. And I'm not saying that it's cured us of any issues, we're still working through, you know, normal couple things, but we feel so much stronger, and like we're doing it together, and like yeah, we're just a team now, and like we were before, but we're a stronger team now. And I just wanted to make this video because if anyone is considering it or wants to ask me questions because maybe they're like just curious, and like I'm someone that you can reach out to, like my, you know, comment below or give me your info if you'd like to reach out in a personal message on Twitter, Facebook, like YouTube messaging, whatever you want, because I love to talk with you. Like I'm very open, I'll share my experience with you. And yeah, like I just hope that if anyone could benefit from this, that would be amazing. And you know, so yeah, I just think I'll call it at that. I don't know how much I'm gonna like, I think that's a reasonable amount to say. If you guys want to know more specific things, like just message me, because I'm still willing to share. But this is this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it when I make more of these kind of sit down, like in-depth videos, rather than just my daily vlogs where you just kind of catch a little glimpse. And I just want to say I love you guys. We're coming so close to 200 subscribers, and it's so close to the next giveaway. And all of you have been watching and commenting so much, and I love you guys so, so much. Like, you changed my life so much since I started YouTubing. It's been the most amazing thing. I'm seriously so grateful. So I'll see you guys in my next video. This is not a napping toddler. No. You go nap? No. Night-night? No. Go sleeping.